Hi, all of you. Is my sound is audible? So in the last class, we completed the lab 3, I think so. No, lab 2, I think we completed. Lab 3 is going. Lab 3 is completed. Just one second. Uh, We completed up to this echo hello DevOps command. Okay. Yeah, we have to start with the lab 4. So before that, anybody have any question up to lab 3? Or should we start lab 4? Should we start lab 4 directly? If somebody don't have any doubt. Okay. So I'm creating few files again. So 4 empty files we created. Then we are creating some directory too. So two directory also got created. Now we are creating directory inside directory. So if you remember the command mkdir-p we are using. And I am again creating a directory with the name called directory X. Inside that I am creating another directory with the name called directory Y. Inside that another directory with the name called directory Z. I will do ls, you'll see that all the files and directory got created. If you remember the tree command, it will give in the structure format and it is clearly showing that inside the directory X, somebody created the directory Y and directory Z. That's why they're showing in this format, this flow. Okay. Now after this, if you want to create a user, okay, in the Linux, multiple user can work parallelly. Okay. So currently, whenever we are logged in, so you always log in as a EC2 user. Okay. And then to become the root user, we use the sudo user root command. Now somebody want to create one more user with some other name for this Linux machine, then how you can do it? So for that, there is a simple command called user add. User add means I want to add a new user. Okay. And if you want to add a new user with the name called Kisan, so you'll be just writing the Kisan. That's it. Okay. And once you will be adding that user add Kisan, so a new user Kisan will be added. To verify that whether Kisan user is added or not, so there is a file. Okay, there is a file called /etc/password file. This file is located in the /etc location. Okay. So whenever you create a new user, okay, whenever you add a new user, so in this file, automatically that username will be added. So if I'll press enter here, you see that a user with the name called Kisan got added here. Okay. That means Kisan user is successfully created. That's why we are able to see it. Okay. And also if you want to switch to the Kisan user, so again, you'll be writing the same command sudo switch user dash, and then you'll be writing the Kisan. Then you will be switched to the Kisan user like this. Okay, because we just created it now, right? And you'll see that currently we are present in this location. Again, you want to exit, you'll simply press the exit. Again, I will become the root user. Again, I came back to my previous location. Okay, so just remember you can hit this command to go to the new user, whatever you create. Okay, so to create a new user, just you have to give the command called user add and then the username. Okay, then to read whether that user is created or not, you can read this particular file here at the last. If you are able to see your username, that means it is created successfully. Now, if somebody want to create groups, okay, why we are creating groups? So sometimes what happens, take an example, this Linux machine, 5 people are going to use. Okay, this Linux machine, 5 people are going to use. So I added 5 different users like Kisan user, John user, Jack user, something like that. All the 5 user got added here. Now the question is all the 5 user got selected as a DevOps team. Okay, they all selected in the DevOps team. And all these 5 users require the exactly same permission. Like there are some files, there are some directory, they want the access of that particular files and directory, right? So rather than giving the permission to each person separately, what you can do is you can add all the 5 person in a single group, right? And whatever the permission you are going to assign to that particular group, that will be automatically assigned to all the users. It is something like WhatsApp group chat. Either you can do one thing, that you can send 100 messages separately to all the 100 person, or you can add all the 100 person in a WhatsApp group, and then you can send a single message in that group, and that message will be delivered to all the 100 person, right? So that is the exactly concept of the group here also. So if you want to create a group, so take an example, I want to create a group with the name called DevOps. So I will just write the command called group add. Can you group add? Previously we are writing the command called user add to add the user. Group add to add the group. And I want to create a group with the name called DevOps. I'll press enter. A group with the name called DevOps will be created. To see the user whether it is created or not, we are reading the file called /etc/password file. Here we have to read the /etc/group file. And you'll see in the /etc/group file at the downside, DevOps is created. DevOps group. That means whatever the command I written, right? So it is created. But you are seeing here that Kisan is also created here. But Kisan we did not create it as a DevOps, right? Kisan we did not create it as a group. We created it as a user. Then why it is available in the group folder? Here also you can see in the screenshot. Kisan is also present and DevOps is also present. But we created a group with the name called DevOps only. We did not create it with the name called Kisan. Kisan was created only as a user. Okay. Now the question is why it is visible. So Linux say that Kisan you created as a user, okay, but it is also visible in group. Okay, why? Because user Kisan was not added in group. So by default, Linux will create a group with the same name as of user. So Linux say if you are creating a user and that user you are not adding it in any group, then what I will do is I will create a group, okay, automatically with the exactly same name as of user. Okay, and that's why whenever you create a new user, automatically a group will be also created with the exactly same name. Okay, and if you want to create separately a group like DevOps or team group or Linux group, something like that, that you can also do it manually also by using the command called group add. Okay, now our goal is to add 2 more user. I want to add 2 more user. One user I want to add with the name called John. One more user I want to add with the name called Jack. So for that, what we can do is we can again write the same command user add. Can you add the user with the name called John? Can you add the user with the name called Jack? And to verify whether both the user got added or not, again we have to read which file /etc/password file. And see at the downside, John and Jack is also visible along with Kisan. That means these 2 users also got created. Okay. And you know, as soon as you created the John user and Jack user, so automatically a group will be also created with the same name. So when you are going to read the file called /etc/group, okay, so you'll see that John and Jack also are coming as a group because we created this as a user, but we did not added it in any group. That's why by default a group will be created with their own name. Now my goal is currently we have 3 users. Okay, Kisan user, DevOps user, and Jack user. Kisan, John, Jack. These 3 are the users. Okay. Now, if you want that this Kisan user will be added in the DevOps group, okay, I want that this Kisan user will be added in the DevOps group. In that way, what we have to command? Command is gpassword. Gpassword is a command which is going to help you, okay, to add any user in a group. Okay, so you have to simply write a command like this way: gpassword. I want to add a user. Username is Kisan, and I want to add it in the which group? DevOps group. I'll press enter. What happened? This user Kisan got added to the DevOps group. How you can verify? Again, read the file /etc/group file, and you can clearly see that in the DevOps group there is one user got added, Kisan user. Is this making sense to you? That in the DevOps group we added a user called Kisan. That means whatever the permission you are going to assign in the future to the DevOps group, that will be assigned to the Kisan user also. Like if I'm saying that this DevOps group will be able to read the directory one, that means Kisan will be also able to read the directory one. That is the benefit. Similarly, if I want to add few more users, like I want to add John also, Jack also, right? So there is a command called gpassword. Previously you are using the -a. -a was to add the single user. If you want to add the multiple user, you can use the -M option. Okay, you can use the -M option. And then you can simply say that gpassword, I want to add the multiple user, and multiple user name are John, comma, Jack. And I want to add it in which groups? DevOps group. Okay, and I'll press enter. So see, they added. Okay. Now the question is total how many persons will be in the DevOps group? Okay, total how many persons will be in the DevOps group? Anybody? Hmm. 3. Okay. But actually it will be not the case. Okay. Usually it should be 3, but this is not the usual case. In the DevOps, we are able to see only John and Jack. Kisan user is gone. Okay. So Linux say, okay, or basically the gpassword command say that whenever you are using the -m option, multiple user, right? So whatever the list of the user you are going to give me, that will be only present in your group. All other previous user will be deleted. Okay. So if you want to add all the 3 user, then you have to write the comma Kisan here itself. You mention all the 3 user in a single line, then only it will be there. Okay. Or else you already run this command and your previous user got deleted and you want to add one more extra user. So you can just write the command like this way again, gpassword -a Kisan DevOps. So whenever you are using the -a option, right? So now it is not going to delete your previous user John and Jack or something. But whenever you are using the -m option, they will delete your previous user and only the list you are providing, the newer list, that will be only added in the DevOps group. So just make sense, okay? That just remember that if I'm using the -m, so whatever the user we are providing, that will be only present. Okay. If I'm using -a, so previous user will be still there, but only one more extra user will be added, whatever we are specifying to. Now somebody in the last class were asking about what will happen if some file got deleted. Do you have any way? Okay. So these all things we'll be seeing in the soft link and hard link concept now. Okay. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm writing some content in the file one. Okay. I'm writing some content in the file one. And this is just the normal content I'm writing. Okay. So I written 4 line, something like this. Okay. If I'll read the content of file one, well and good. This is the content. Okay. Now, what is my goal is, let me clear all these things. This is the file currently, right? You're seeing that this is the file one in which I written some content. Size is 20. Okay. Well and good. Now, what we are going to do is, I want to create a soft link, or basically, it's soft link is just like a shortcut in the Windows. Anybody try to create a shortcut in the Windows anytime? So, do you know how to? What is the use case of the shortcut? Anybody? Like, for what reason we use the shortcut?
If we don't want to go into the directory or
That particular directory, yes, that's
yeah,
correct. So exactly same way you can create the soft link here also. Okay. So here you can simply write the command called ln. Ln is for link. I want to create a link. Okay. -s because I'm creating the soft link. Okay. And then you have to give the file name. Okay. So whatever the soft link file name you want to give it. Okay. Like this way you have to write ln-s. Then you have to give the file name from where you want to create the soft link and whatever the name you want to give to the shortcut file. So it is something like this. Give your main file name. Okay. Then you can create this shortcut in some different location also. Okay. It's totally on you. You can create inside the directory 1 also, directory 2 also. It's totally on you. Okay. But give some whatever the name you want to give to that shortcut of that. So for understanding purpose, I am creating at this particular location only. Okay. So I want to create a link from the file one and I want to give the soft link name as a soft link file one only, just for understanding purpose. But you can give any name here. Okay. Maybe in the future you want to create this soft-link file one not in this location. You want to create inside the directory X, inside the directory Y, like that. So you can write like that way also. There is no any problem in this. The meaning of this is that this soft-link will be created inside this directory X, inside the directory Y. That's it. Currently I want to create at this location itself. So I'm simply writing link. I want to create a soft link from the file one, and soft link will be created with this particular name, soft link file one. I'll press enter, do ls-l. You'll see one more file got created, soft link file one. Okay. But what is the size of soft link file one? 5 bytes only. It is not 20 bytes. But if it is the shortcut of that particular file one, it should have the exactly same size or something, right? But it is not the case. Why? Because whatever the data you are going to read it from the softlink file one, whatever the data you are going to read it. So it is the exactly same data whatever we written in the file one. But the thing is, whenever you are using the cat softlink file one, they are actually reading the file one. Okay. And similarly, if you want to write something inside the file one, so you can simply use the softlink file one also, like new line one, new line two. Okay. Now if I'll try to do ls-l, see, size of file one got increased. Softlink file one size is still 5 bytes, right? That means if you are writing something also inside the softlink file one, it will be written inside the file one. It is not going to written inside the softlink file one. Okay. And that's why if you are going to read either the file one, okay, or either you are going to read the softlink file one, both are going to show you the exactly same content. And whether you are writing some content in the file one or whether you are writing this content in the softlink file one, in both the case it will be written inside the file one itself. And that's why always the size of the file one is going to increase. Softlink file one will size will not going to increase because this is just a shortcut file. And shortcut file is only work is to divert the traffic to that particular location. That's it. Okay. Now the question is, if this file one will be deleted, what do you think? Will you able to read the softlink file one? Yes or no? If the main file will be deleted, that is file one, so will I able to read the data of softlink file one? Yes or no? Anybody? Just think for the Windows perspective now. If the main file got deleted, so will the shortcut will work? Yes or no? No, right? So exactly same way, if somebody is going to delete, remove file one. So I'm deleting the file one. Now if we'll try to read the softlink file one, it will say file not found. Right? File not found. Even if we'll do the ls-l, you'll see that it is showing it in the red color. Let me show it in the top itself. So it is saying that file one is missing. Okay. And since file one is missing, so you cannot read the softlink file one. Okay, it is not going to work. When it will work? Again, if you are creating a new file with the name called file one itself, and you are writing some content, then again it will go get that okay, a file got created with the name file one. So now again it will start to work because we are always forwarding our traffic to the file one. That's why they are doing this. Okay. So hope this is clear to all of you. Fine. Similarly, opposite of soft link is the concept of hard link. Okay. So the benefit of the hard link is, see, what is the limitation of soft link? Soft link limitation is, okay, that if main file got deleted, this is not going to work. Then there is a hard link. Hard link is just like a backup in the real time. So now if somebody is going to write a command called ln, okay, here you don't have to mention any hyphen s or something because I'm going to create a hard link. Now I will say I want to create a link from the file one, and the link name I want to give it as a hard link file one, something like this. You can give any name, it's totally on you, okay? But I'm just giving the name here for understanding purpose, hard link file one. So what will happen? A new file got created. Now, did you notice anything? By seeing this file, will you able to say that this is a hard link? just think like this. There is no name. I given the name is like file5, something like that. So by seeing this, will you able to guess that this is a hard link? Because in the soft link, you are able to clearly see that it is starting with L, right? And its color is also same. That means it is something different. Soft link. L is for link. But in case of hard link, we created using the ln command. But see, it is starting with dash. Since it is starting with dash, that means it is normal file only. And see, size is also same. Whatever the size of file one, exactly same size of hard link file one. Now, whatever the things you are doing it in the soft link file one, like if I'm adding some content, something like this. Now if I'll do ls-l, okay, you'll see the size of hard link file 1 become 48 and even the size of file 1 also become 48. That means either you are writing the hard link file 1 or whether you are writing the file 1, it is going to be updated in both the location. And that's why if I'm going to read the file 1 now, see exactly same content is there. If I'll read the content of hard link file 1, it is exactly same content. Even if you add something in the file 1, and if I'll do ls-l, you'll see that size is going to increase in both the things, 68, 68. But soft link, still the size is same only because soft link is just going to refer to the file. Okay. And soft link is also going to show you the exact same content, whatever the hard link is showing. Okay. The benefit of the hard link is over the soft link is, okay. If somebody is going to delete the file one, remove file one. Okay. Now you know that your soft link is not going to work. Cat soft link, it is not going to work. But cat hard link, it will still work. Okay, backup is still going to work. So for that particular reason, we create the backup. So hope that is clear to you. Okay. So it's totally on you, situation to situation, what you want to do, whether you want to create the soft link, whether you want to create the hard link. But both the options are available. So these all are the examples, okay, of soft link and hard link, whatever we're talking about. Now, up to here, any confusion, anybody? Like whatever the command we saw the user add command, we saw the group add command, we saw the link command, right? Basically these three things only we saw. So any confusion up to here? Any confusion up to here, anybody? Or should we proceed? Okay, all of you heard about the zip file? Have you heard about the zip file or rar file? Did not heard about the zip file anytime. Nobody heard about the zip file, rar file till now? That's the weird thing. Yeah, zip file itself. Yeah, that's correct. That only I'm asking. Yeah. Okay. So for what purpose we use the zip file? Anybody know that? Like what is the reason we use the zip file? To store all files in one zip file. Yes. So see, sometimes what happens now, like see, currently this is the directory X, right? Inside the directory Y, directory Z is there. Okay, let's go inside the directory X. Okay, and I'm creating a file with the name called file1. Okay, and I am storing some content in the file1. Okay. Similarly, I am going inside the directory Y that is present inside this, and I am creating and saving the content of cal command to the file2. Similarly, I am going inside the directory Z that is present inside here, and I am storing the content of pwd command inside the file3 like this way. Okay. Now, if I'll come out, you know the command cd dot dot cd dot dot. So basically, what we done using these all commands, what I done is, let me show you. I just created a file1 inside the directory X. I created a file2 inside the directory Y and file3 inside the directory Z. And I saved the date command output here, calendar command output here, and pwd command here. Okay. Now my goal is I want to share this entire directory to somebody. Okay. I don't want to send a single file or something. I want to send entire directory. That means directory X also, directory Y also, directory Z also, file1 also, file2 also, file3 also. So I cannot send the directory directly to the anybody over the email or something. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to make all these things together in a single file. Okay. So in the Windows or something, we'll require a third-party software like WinZip or WinRAR software we download, right? And that help us to create the zip file. But in case of Linux, okay, if you know the command, okay, so this is the thing, right? Currently you are seeing this is the directory X, right? So now what I'm going to do is, I'm creating I'm combining all this together in a single file. Okay. So for doing this, there is a command called tar -c. C is for create. I want to create a tar file. B is for verbose. How many files you are combining? Just give me output. F is for forcefully. Don't ask me every time yes or no like that way. And I want to create a tar file with the name called extension called directoryx.tar. Okay, so always give the .tar extension for the tar file. And there is a directory with the name called directory X. So whatever the content present inside the directory X, combine everything and create a single file with the name called directory x.tar. That is my goal. I'll press enter. See, they combined everything. Now if I'll do ls-l, you will see directory X is also there and directory x.tar also got created by combining everything in a single file. And size of this file become 10,240 bytes. Okay, that means size becomes bigger, right? Now, if I want to send this file, I can send this file directly also, but this is not in the compressed format. That means its size is so big, right? So if I want to compress this file, there is a command called gzip. I want to zip this file and file name is directoryx.tar. I want to compress which file? Directoryx.tar. So you have to simply write directoryx.tar. I'll press enter. Now what is going to happen is the previous size was 10,240 bytes. Now the size is 380 bytes. That means they compress the size. They compress the size of directoryx.tar file from 10,240 bytes to the 380 bytes only. Once the size is compressed, now you can send this particular file directory x.tar.zz file. This file you can send it to anybody in the world, okay? And they will download this file and they will extract the file from here, okay? So to show you this practical, what I'm going to do is I'm deleting this entire structure now from my machine, okay? Because the person who is going to download this particular file, they will not have this entire thing present in their laptop, right? They have to extract it from this location. So for that reason only, I'm just saying remove rbf and I'm removing the directory X. So it got deleted. Now if you use the tree command, nothing is there, only the .tar.zz file is there. Okay, what is the size of this file currently? So size is 380 bytes something. Now once my friend got this particular file, how to extract this file? He will first write the command called gunzip. Because the first thing what he have to do, he have to remove the .zz extension. Okay, so to remove this .zz extension, he will just write the command gunzip and I want to unzip this particular directory x.tar.zz. I'll press enter. As soon as I'm going to do this, .zz extension will be removed. Right now, see .zz extension got removed and the size again become 10,240 bytes. Now what we have to do, we have to extract the directory right from the tar format. So to do this, there is a command called, previously we were using tar-cvf, right? So C was for create, B was for verbose, F was for forcefully. I want to extract now, so I have to simply write the command called X. C will be replaced with X and then give the directory name, file name basically. Press enter, everything got extracted. Now again you will see all my data came back. How easy it is. You can combine everything together. You can create a single file. That file you can send it to anybody. Now to extract the data, first unzip the file, then remove the tar extension. Okay, and you can verify also ls-l command. Directory X again got created because we got this back from this location. Okay, now again if you'll go inside the directory X, you'll be able to see all the data whatever we stored, right? We created the file one, inside this we written the date command out. So see, it is visible. So this is the command which is going to help us, okay, to tar everything, and tar full form is tape archive. We see it as a tape archive. If you want to combine multiple files and you want to send it to somebody, so tar command is going to help you. And here we don't have to download any third-party software. Yes, C is for create, X is for extract. Okay, X meaning is extract. Okay, so whenever you are using the command called here, we used which point? C. C is for create, B is for verbose, F is for forcefully. Okay. Similarly, tar-xbf is the command. X is for extract, B is for verbose, F is for forcefully. Okay. Now, if you want to download something from the internet, right? So you can always use the wget command. Okay, wget command can help you to install something. Like take an example, I am going to any website. Okay, like I'm going to a Minikube website, and I will say I want to Minikube download something like this. So if I'm coming here, so for the installation, this is the Linux thing. They are saying to download the, let's go to the RPM package, okay, because our machine are running on the Amazon Linux, so we have to use the RPM package, okay. So they are saying if you want to download this software, okay, what you have to do is you have to go to this particular link, okay, you have to go to this particular link. Like let me hit you this particular link in my browser, and you'll see that this particular link, what they are going to do, they are going to download a software. Automatically a dialog got open, and if I'm going to do the save, this file will be downloaded. So I know that I have a link. As soon as I'm going to paste this link, it is going to be downloaded. I'll press enter. Again, they are going to ask us for download, at which location I want to download. So similarly, if you want to download it here, let's go back. So this is the location currently. If I'll say wget, can you download this software from this particular link? I'll press enter. They are going to download the software. See, it is downloaded. And if I'll do ls, so see, a new file got down. So if you want to download something, you can always use the wget command and give the link. Okay, always find the link for any particular software. Like if I want to download the Ansible, so I'll just search for Ansible download package RPM. Okay, I will go to some website like this. Here they are saying if somebody want to download, so first you have to choose which version I want to download. Okay, so take an example. I want to download this version. I want to download it, or let me just go to some different version. Okay, take an example. I want to download this one. I will just click on this. To see, automatically a download screen is going to open. That means I know that if somebody is going to click on this, okay, a download screen is going to open, right? So I will just copy this link address. I will come here and I will hit the command called wget. I want to download it. I will press enter. Download will start it. So wget command can help you to download anything from anything. Okay, if I'll do ls, so see, Ansible software also got downloaded. So just practice up to here, left row. Okay. This is about the left row. Just practice it, how to tar the file, how to gzip the file, how to create the user, how to create the group. Okay. And then how to assign the permission, everything, how to manage the permission, everything that will be going to see tomorrow. Okay. Meanwhile, any question you have, you can ask, else we can conclude. All good.